Hey everyone, this is Connor here with Amelia Island Microgreens, and I just wanted to give you a quick behind the scenes update on what's been going on. And be sure to stick till the end because I have a free gift for you. So behind the scenes, we've been doing a lot of really cool things, such as we just launched a Kickstarter to empower people to grow even better health for their reptiles in just 7 days. It's such a cool thing because there's such a big need in the reptile community to be able to have fresh live produce for your reptiles. A lot of people go to the store and buy vegetables there, which have already been harvested, so they have very low nutrition. And on top of that, they have a high likelihood of being sprayed with pesticides or being treated. And so it's bad enough for us, but for a tiny little lizard, it can really harm them. I've even had some people reach out because their vet told them they had to get off of the store-bought produce. And when that happens, what do? Do you go and create a garden? Do you go to farmers markets and look for vegetables? Or do you want to grow your own microgreens in just 7 days? I know that's the direction I took, and it made such a huge difference for my bearded dragon dart. Another piece of exciting news, I just launched my book, Let's Get Growing, a teen's guide to entrepreneurial success, where I talk about everything that I have learned through having Amelia Island Microgreens and being an entrepreneur ever since I was the age of 4. In fact, when I was 4, we were walking into Beals when I looked down and I picked up a rock and walked over to a stranger who I'd never met before. And I put out my hand and I said, "Would you like to buy a rock?" And he just looked at me. "How much is your rock?" I said $1. So he said, "Okay." So he handed me the dollar. I go to hand him the rock, and he said, "No, you keep it and sell it to the next person that you see." Meanwhile, my mom's over there like, "What do I do? How do I say something? Do I let this go? What do I do?" So I had a lesson on supply and demand pretty quickly after that. A couple months later, I'm catching daddy longlegs, which are those long spiders. And I think, this is a great venture idea. So I go over to my neighbor and I knock on the door and I say, "Would you like to buy some daddy longlegs?" He said flat out, no. There was no negotiation, no. And so all those lessons that I've learned have been right in this book, and in every chapter you get actionable steps you can take away. So if you're interested in this book, go over to Amazon and search up Let's Get Growing, a teen's guide to entrepreneurial success. And I'll leave a link in the comments below. With all these amazing things happening, what I didn't expect was all the hurricanes that hit recently. If you've heard about all the hurricanes in Florida, they were really close by. Fortunately, I didn't get hit, but the barometric pressure and the solar flares have really been hitting recently. And most of you know that I came to Amelia Island Microgreens because I had so many health challenges, and I really took on that saying of "let food be thy medicine." And it really changed my health. When I was 7, I had a thermography scan done, which showed the inflammation on my body. And the first time that I did it, it was worse than any adult they had ever seen. They were really concerned and they thought I had cancer. I went on a gut repair diet and I started eating microgreens, and within 8 months, it was like a completely different scan. I was significantly less inflamed. And so that's why when COVID hit and the produce just got so funky, I decided it was time to share something that's really impacted my life, and I know that it can impact yours. So put in the comments below, what are your questions about microgreens? Is it how to grow them? What's the difference between pea microgreens or broccoli microgreens? What recipes, or how do I use them in my meals? Be sure to put that in the comments below, and in my next videos, I will specifically answer those questions for you. So we just recently went to the Right Well Festival, and I saw a lot of you who are super excited to start growing your microgreens again because you had it and you just hadn't reordered your seed refills. Here's my question for you. How can I best help you in growing your microgreens and sticking with it? Because I know that it's one of those things that you have to build that habit of consistency, and I want to be there for you. I'm a teen entrepreneur and I'm learning how I can best support you in continuing your growth for your microgreens. So please let me know, because this is something that I really want to help you with. Would it look like a subscription that I send you monthly or quarterly? Would it look like a Facebook group or maybe another video series, maybe like a 7-day challenge? What is it that would get you engaged and interested in growing your microgreens? I look forward to hearing from you, and I really appreciate your support. So let's get growing. So for that free gift, if you take out your phone and you text microgreens to 26786, so up where you would type in a number, type in 26786, and then where you'd go to type a message, type in the word microgreens. All one word and plural. And when you do this, you'll get a free 10-part video series on everything microgreens. It'll take you from microgreen beginner to microgreen grower, as well as a bunch of recipes and helpful tips that'll help you along your microgreen journey. As always, stay awesome.